Well, here's my frustration, DK. And look, I would, if I were to do the rankings top to bottom, I think you would probably do the same thing. I would go off eye test. I would say, okay, I think Michigan's number one. I think Michigan's one. I think Georgia's two. I think Washington or Florida State kind of 3A, 3B, and I think at five I'd probably have Ohio State because I don't think they've really looked the part. Their resume is good, but I would go off eye test, and I actually would have Oregon at six as eye test. But that's how I do my rankings. But with the committee, they're telling me resume, and then they use eye test for 2 and 3, and they go back to resume for 4 and 5, and then they do eye test for 6, 7, and 8. And I don't understand how they can justify going back and forth as they see fit. So it was frustrating to me. I'm not going to lie. How'd you feel?
So that is the beautiful sickness of the college football selection process, right? I mean, they have these 4 criteria. We even haven't got to the end of the season when they can throw in, oh yeah, we can value conference championships. We can value head-to-head matchups. Like the more information we get, the more convoluted it becomes. I have for 10 years, because we're in the 10th year of this, I've been frustrated with the process, the way it plays out. So I totally agree with you. I wish they would pick one. And here's, I think, what's most frustrating, because not only is it convoluted and it's confusing, and you can explain any pick any way you want to. Like you can use, and there's always the eye test bailout. I think the committee can use that. There's always a resume they could lean on. There's just different criteria they could use. But because of the turnover on the committee, every 2 or 3 years, we see new members. So we see new people in there with their voices resonating. It is almost impossible to get a bead on what they are looking for year to year. And it's incredibly frustrating for, I think, fans, for analysts that watch and are pretty consistent watching every single year, saying, well, what are they looking for? And it's a moving, the target is always moving every single year.